Music scene in Sydney, for years now, I feel is on the downer.
My opinion sort of echoes the general consensus out there. It's being squandered quite a bit for a number of reasons.
If you want, if you want, if you want, if you want. So we take a breath and not count.
We all worked together, we all helped each other. These days, there's just not a lot of that happening. You know, you could get a gig on a Wednesday night, you know, when you're just starting off, you know, at the Bat and Ball, the Excelsior Hotel, and I feel that things have changed quite a lot.
As we return to grace, every being in the human race, yeah, I meet you there. Yeah, we're all the same, coming and out in the same way. Higher energy's the only way. Every day, as I'm getting stronger, every day, find myself getting closer to you.
Kim just won the major jackpot. $1,000. Woo-hoo-hoo.
Sydney was one of the, besides Vegas, the second city to bring in such a large percentage of pokies in pubs and clubs, and it's damaged hugely. Publicans they stopped caring about the music and they're caring about the money, okay? Because they could make a hell of a lot more money, even just having 3 or 4 people sitting there at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, just slapping away. They could make so much money and revenue that way. They didn't care about promoting the music side.
A recurring issue is that a new resident might move into an area near an established pub that's been there for sometimes 30 years in some cases, and it only takes that one person to complain about noise restrictions for basically the pub to, I think they can get fined if they're over decibel levels, and then that's another downward spiral into it fading away altogether, and it really only takes one resident to do that.
You know, you can look at that in different ways. You know, why buy a house or rent a house right next to a music venue if you don't like music? That might have a slight reason why lockout laws were put in place. Not a slight reason, a big reason really, why lockout laws were brought in.
But other than that, let's get some designated zones where that doesn't matter anymore, and that's just allowed, and you know, that we're trusted to party like adults and listen to music like fans of music.
Everyone, big cheer, give yourselves a round of
One of my greatest sadness of this situation is that young people going out now are not getting the freedom to do a million things at night and hear a million songs from a million people that they never would have heard of before. Over the past weeks, we've finally been able to verbalise what we've all been feeling, that these lockout laws are destroying Sydney's nightlife. If it doesn't go our way, we need to stay vocal and active because this community is massive. Look at us. And we will not and should not go anywhere. Thank you.
What's happening now is a lot of venues have been closed down compared to what it was like, you know, 10, 15 years ago. Like we've got the North Point Tavern, venues like that, North Cynic gone, Sandringham gone, that's a putt-putt golf, and it draws a lot of people playing putt-putt golf. That was a major venue on King Street. There's so many more. Just shut Excelsior, the Hopetown. Like these are venues that we used to play on a regular basis and go see our favourite local bands.
to be. I feel us slipping away, and now you're out of reach. I've got this feeling inside. We've done this before. I feel I've known you 1,000 lives, maybe more.
You know, people want to hear the music and whatever, but yeah, it was very strict, the laws, the lockout laws, the noise restrictions. It was just really hard.
You know, there was obviously a lot of dangerous things going on with people being bashed and antisocial behaviour at certain times of night, and I can understand why the government brought those laws in.
It's complex. It was brought in good faith, you could say. Some years down the track, there have been a lot of unintended consequences, and I think that's been a great shame.
But if you can't get into a venue, then you're basically on the street causing more trouble anyway. Like our friend who owned the Beat Bar really wanted to get live music happening again in King's Cross or in the city.
It.
6-7 nights a week he'd put live music on, and he ended up pretty much bankrupt from doing that.
Baby, I can change. Oh, no, you won't. Baby, I really wanna change. Oh, no, you don't. I see you numb the pain with a million pills. I'm acting like it hurts, but baby, it kills. You can't see.
Places like Frankie's, places like the Bridge that from our vantage point are still thriving, it's not just because the owners are putting that on every night, it's because the people are there to make it happen and to keep it going. I would sort of like to almost point the finger back at us, ourselves, and say, you know, if we want a scene, it's we the people that also create it as well. Again, it's that too hard basket thing, and there's a huge demographic that just don't even bother anymore.
Yeah.
And that's part of the problem.
I turn it on and listen to another song written about me. A thousand songs that take me back to places and other times. I hear you, I hear you, I hear you, I hear you, and you.
Things are happening. Let's not say that things aren't happening. It's not all negative, it's not all bleak.
The Live and Local Strategic Initiative is a funding program that's funded through Create New South Wales and managed by the Live Music Office. The idea is that it's a jumping off point for local communities to organise themselves and use this model to put on, you know, small, easily organisable live music events themselves. So there are 18 councils across New South Wales who are participating in the program. There's been over 180 live music venues activated. So far, 720 musicians employed through the program. It's been hugely successful. For a pilot program, the results have been amazing.
There's nothing better as an artist playing live. It's exciting, and to see people happy and dancing around and a part of something, and to be a part of something, you know. We're all interconnected, and music is just a great way of expressing our, you know, our oneness with each other. It's about the connection, and that's what it's been about. From the machine itself to the busker on the side of the city streets. We're all in this together, so it's up to all of us.
There's a huge percentage of us Australians that work our asses off day in, day out, and you know, we deserve our entertainment. We're a young nation and we need culture, and some of that culture dates all the way back to AC/DC and Cold Chisel and our music, man, and you know, we need that back. We can't lose that.